Mom and Dad went over to Europe to visit my mom's family, and they had to take care of the baby.
Nice, that's you.
And I was like 12 at the time. And as soon as they got in the limo and went to the JFK, my brother Bill walked out with the box, sat down, and started twisting up Dubers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, you can't do that. Ooh. My brother Fred walked up to me and said, shut up.
I used to smoke weed with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
After work, she'd be like, roll a pinner.
Well,
she could make an eighth of
actually,
weed
I
last
think we were selling them.
month and a half.
Damn.
I mean,
That's not great.
and it's like, God forbid I like roll what I wanted,
Yeah. And she'd look at you and say, that's such a waste.
What I could do
A little bit of that, yeah,
Stop.
sure.
You know,
Like, I mean, I grew up, it was funny because I grew up in the house, first it was like weed, and people were just drinking, and there was some tripping or whatever, there'd be like bands practicing in the house, and at first, like when I was like 11, it was like 81, like, I was like, this is corny, dude. I'm trying to be a straight edge kid. Like, I was like, I want to be a hardcore punk rock, straight edge kid. And eventually, with the peer group, ended up just trying it. And I was like, oh, obviously, I do this now for the rest of my fucking life. This is my job now, just getting high on weed. So,
it was strange. I get out of grammar school, which is, 8th grade, and I go into high school. And I went from being like, this straight-laced kid to being, a stoner over the summer.
Where did you put it?
Yeah.
And automatically, I just started hanging out,
That's not covering anything.
with all my musician friends. Of course, I played football for a little while, but
Nice.
I was 4 years on the fencing team.
Nice.
Yeah, 4 years on the golf team. I loved it. But I was always
Put it up near the radio, up there on the shelf.
So as far as like interviewing goes, I guess Andreas is going to be like the one who's going to really just talk, huh?
Kind of hard to show.
For the most part, then everybody else can say a little something too.
But you'll have to step over, and get to, I mean, I guess you could, because you can get right up to it and get in there.
Now
And,
turn it off, Luke. Yeah, just turn off the...
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't have too
You're gonna
many
hold on to it,
announcements
Luke.
that I really need to
You're
make.
gonna hold on to it.
I don't really have a lot. I mean, like I
No.
do usually
Take it
do
out.
all that, but I mean,
Come
we've
here,
gone
stay out
through
here.
so much, to get this, set up this last hour and a half or whatever. Like, I mean, I can play a record, but I don't really have to. I mean, I brought records with me.
Don't need no stinking records.
Yeah. Originally, I'll just tell you guys, originally I was called here to do something that was mental health and spirituality based.
That's us.
Yeah, is it?
Kind of.
Yeah. So that was my original calling. It was called the healing effect and power of music.
Yeah.
And like I would have like people from the yoga community and like sound healers, ecstatic dance. I had a death doula.
I'm a yoga instructor.
Oh, great.
Kind of ties in. He's definitely vegan.
You do a little kirtan?
I'm also a licensed massage therapist in the
That's
state
great.
of New Jersey.
Yeah.
I practice all the time.
So you
35
belong at
years.
that festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk a little bit about the festival.
Yeah.
35
You'll ask
years
me
of,
about it, right?
I'll
Tai
ask
Chi.
you.
I've been doing Tai Chi for 35 years.
That's amazing. So that was the original thing, right? And I would produce it once a month, right? And I would go and do field recordings and come back, and, put it together, where it was kind of a little more manicured, And so Allison one day says to me, after I'm doing it almost a year, and just working on it and building these relationships with these different people, meeting people, finding out about the singing love community, which is an interesting community. And so one day she says to me, well, Matt, why don't you just come in and just spin some records for me? Because we would always talk about music. She knows I go to concerts, the other thing, the calling thing, it felt like, well, that's right for this, I didn't think, about being a music show, because this is a public access, this is community radio, it's doing things that are, enriching the culture or whatever, or, making civic awareness, there's a lot of, Democracy Now!, we cover that, we're on, Yeah, so we're Pacifica. We're in the same network. So when this green light auto is on, we're getting a feed from either Pacifica or one of our DJs that just does it from home, right? And so we're just like WBAI, New York City. You probably listen to that, right? And so that's
Public
why
radio.
I thought, well, it's a little different than, because we're not beholden to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which right now they just took a hit. But we're not. We're not affected by that because we're
Where's the funding come?
members. And so we're getting ready to have our, actually next week when I come in here, I'm staying all night. I'm doing an all-nighter because I'm doing my,
Drive.
I'm gonna do the fun drive.
He's
And
gonna
I
lock himself in.
I got a guy from a punk rock band called EDO, and me and him are, this guy Elliot.
I know that name.
Yeah, Elliot, yeah.
He dresses up.
He's a trip, yeah, a little bit. He did a thing when they were opening up for the Dead Milkmen. He did a really weird thing. I was recording off of the soundboard at the show. He did a thing where he had wrapping paper. It was probably like about 50 yards of wrapping paper, and he started it at the stage, and he tried to get it like kind of a crowd surf thing, where like the wrapping paper made it all the way to the back of the underground arts and all the way, and it kind of wasn't tearing. And he was also giving out books.
That's
His
I
wife.
know him. I know him from like, I was supposed to, join his band or whatever way back when, I think.
Well, because they're always changing the members.
they always look for
Yeah,
people to
E.J.
play.
Simpson played with them for a little while, and
Philadelphia-based punk.
that's a different band that he was.
No.
He's in a few different.
No, I mean, he's a Philadelphia-based punk rock band, right?
Oh yeah.
Edo, I know Edo.
Yeah.
I know him personally.
Peter is the guitar player. He's got a real subtle wrist. He's very good. Yeah. Anyway, so just back to what I was saying before was Allison. There she goes. She's here. She says, "Why don't you just play some records one day?" And I couldn't even believe she was saying that to me. I was like, "You mean that's real? Like I can just go get my records from home and come here and play them?"
That's cool.
So I got my Flash Gordon soundtrack from Queen.
Queen, that's good stuff.
Yeah, and I was mixing it with the Grandmaster Flash,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
and just doing like what I used to always do, which was I used to make people mixtapes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm gonna be 55 this summer. So back in the 80s and into the 90s.
Yeah, well, that's for.
I am not a millennial, dude. I'm
You're
a Gen X.
you're Gen
XX
Gen
slacker.
Gen X.
Slack.
Be an extra large real soon.
I don't prefer Gen X. I like to say slack.
I'm a boomer.
I like to think
You
of
are a
boomer.
boomer.
I feel like a boomer.
Boomers is what we used to call mushrooms.
Shrooms.
Yeah, I've heard that term.
Yeah.
In college.
When you
Shrooms.
eat mushrooms. When you
Shrooms.
So I come in here and I do it, and the first time I did it, I played the records. I was playing a little bit of a Steve Martin bit. I was getting on the microphone. I just play whatever I want. Making a mixtape live on the radio.
Yeah.
Played Billy the Mountain. You know about Billy the Mountain, dude. Fucking Zappa and the Mothers, dude. This is fucking hilarious.
Give me two
shit.
price tags.
I couldn't play
price
the whole
one,
thing
huh?
though. It'd
Is
take
it
up a.
cursing or
Yeah?
isn't there like a lot of
There's a lot of drug references, not too much cursing, but it's this whole story, and it takes up a lot of time. But anyway, so
whole albums?
I just did whatever
What's that?
I wanted to do, and I was, from then I just was asking her, I was like, can I do that again? Can I do that? Can I do that again?
Yeah.
And so
Keep
after
doing it.
doing that a few times, then she says, well, now you have to give it a name. Like you have to have a pitch, and I was not. If it wasn't for Allison, I would not have been able to get the pitch together.
I mean, I don't know.
Like you have to write something so that the board
Oh.
like approves it.
Yeah.
And like these people have, they want to have like slick
it's cool
sound
to
and
watch a
produce
guy
thing. I don't care about all that, and I never.
Welcome to WPPM 106.5. We will rock your nuts off.
I mean, I do the voice or whatever, but I mean, I just because I get enthusiastic about it.
It's fun. Yeah.
I just have
Good time.
But so she helped me, and then so it came out, and it was called the Ultimate Mixtape because.
Oh, that's cool. It's perfect.
But I hate it now because
You stuck to it.
I realize now that 50,000 people have that name. Like that is a common name right now. But nobody has the name The Palm. The Healing Effect Power of Music, THEPOM. Nobody has that. So at some point I'm just going to go back to being The Palm. But so what I didn't realize is that I was going to end up having these relationships with bands. I had this jazz bass player come in here. He's amazing. Nicholas Krolak. He's amazing. He came in. I had this guy, Anthony Baldini in the back.
More Apple.
He came in. he was doing. I turned him on to Bright Eyes live on the radio. He didn't even never.
Oh, wow.
He was like, yeah, I heard that's good, and I played it for him. Yeah, but maybe. I wonder what would happen if I turned on all the microphones and played a record at the same time. You want to try to play along with a record a little bit?
We're probably qualified, yeah.
Just to fuck around and see what happens.
Start next week. So
Yeah.
It's a jam.
It's all a jam. Life's a jam.
So,
Life is a jam.
You ever heard mandrill? Mandrill?
Mandrill.
Now and then I take a walk through Central Park.
Is
Yeah.
that the
so yeah.
I don't know about mandrill, but
The
okay.
front of it had the picture.
That's the album! Holy... I'm taking them back! You gonna play with it? You gonna play bass with it? Shit!
That's great. I've never seen him get so
We
excited.
also are, we're gonna read
This just made his night.
shout outs during the week, so maybe for
I can't turn this off.
This one's here is called Symphonic Revolution.
Come see. Hold
Hold
on. How long? We got
35
Got
minutes.
36 minutes. We're gonna jam with a record now for a minute
Screws unlocked. I need to get my strings for this. Excuse me while I whip this out.
the Goodstock Jam Band.
though. So you might only hear it in your headphones. Right outside.
Yeah. Yeah, you're picking up.
I like it, I like
Yeah,
it.
like immediately.
Thank you, WPPM.
The great Allison. The great Allison.
oh my goodness. I'll say it's in
It'd be cool if you could hear it on the, but you can't. Alright, you let me know after you're plugged in.
Here's a mo.
Actually,
yeah.
it's gonna be this weekend, so.
Interesting. We could say,
This is just for shits and giggles. You don't have to do this live on the radio. I just want to
That's cool.
experiment with this.
No, I like experiment.
Because I have you guys here, I want to do that. Experimenting.
You need this, right?
Experimenting. Experimenting.
do you guys have like a social media handle, or do you want me to?
The Goodstock Jam Band.
The Goodstock Jam Band at Facebook.com, Instagram.
Ah, good. Das ist gut.
So yeah. And then,
Oh,
And so, we're here. You ready? Keyboard's coming in nice and loud. Is it on the speakers now? Can you hear it on the outside speakers now?
Yep.
No, it's only on the headphones, right?
Yeah.
No, it is on the speakers,
Let's
isn't it?
feed back.
I can hear his bass. No, it is, I think. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So as long as I don't have my mic on, once my mic goes on, it's headphones only. Yep, I killed it. the keyboard a little lower?
Really hard. Wait, turn me down.
I think that's a lot better. It was just coming in too shiny. It was coming in real shiny.
Yeah.
It was bright.
Also,
My mic is super high gain.
It's not on purpose.
Okay. I can always lean back.
No, but here, I'll come down. I'm coming down.
Alright. Check.
What do you think of that?
That's better. Yeah, that's
better.
Good. That's good.
We're better. Let's hear the flute. Oh wait, they have a flute in the song.
handle it so you can get the whole
It's dueling flutes. My son's 13.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fun times. It is fun times. We're on Facebook Live, by the way.
Facebook Live. Hey, Facebook. What's going on, Facebook?
I don't know who's watching right
It's
now.
been non-stop fun. Let me show you, Facebook. You're listening to Mandrill. Check it out. This guy got excited.